Next up at Noche UFC, we have Daniel Zellhuber taking on a Christos Giagos. Daniel Zellhuber is 13-1 overall. He's 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that decision win over Lando Venata. Taking on Christos Giagos, 20-10 overall. 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off the knockout over Ricky Glenn. Daniel Zellhuber is an impressive striker. He's long, he's aggressive, he's dynamic, he's incredibly long in his limbs, and that's going to give him power, range. It's going to give him leverage when he's in the grappling exchanges. Despite those long legs, he does have solid takedown defense, and he does a very good job kneeing and striking his way out of exchanges. If he is taken down, he's wrapping his opponents up. He's using that length to threaten with submissions. He's coming off that win over Lando Venata, where he did showcase his technical striking, and he used his length really well. Taking on Christos Giagos. This guy's a grappler. He's proven he's never out of a fight. His grappling is solid. He does have some tricks up his sleeves. His striking can definitely use some work on the technical side of things, but he unquestionably has some big-time power. He's fast, he's unorthodox, and he will just wing those punches. We saw that with that early knockout over Ricky Glenn. This should be a Daniel Zellhuber win, right? He's the more technical guy. He's got fantastic takedown defense. But if you look at his loss, his only loss was to Trey Ogden. If you look at that loss, you'll see that he did defend a ton of takedowns, but he did not get his hands going. If Christos comes forward, and if he's wrestle heavy, if he stays in Daniel's face, he could get Daniel hesitant. It was almost like Daniel was so afraid, I better not get taken down. He was so focused on waiting for a takedown to come in, he didn't let his hands go, and that lost him the fight. If Christos comes in that same way, that exact same thing could happen. I'm still picking Daniel Zellhuber. I think the accuracy and the striking is going to be very, very impressive, but Giagos got a pretty clear path, and I'm not going to bet this fight at all because I'm a little worried about Daniel Zellhuber and what he does with the pressure, and I don't trust Christos enough to spend the money on him, so I'm just going to sit this one out. But Daniel's the pick. He should be the pick, but this could look very much like that Trey Ogden fight. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to look anything like the Trey Ogden fight. This is when we look back on this card, we're going to be like, holy shit, why didn't we place more money on Daniel Zellhuber at this price? Because I just don't feel like Christos Giagos is that guy. You know, he is a talented guy. He's good where he's good, but I don't think he's at the level to where he can excel what he does best against a guy like Daniel. Daniel is a very, very talented kid, very tough. He showed off toughness as well. Good in the pocket, good boxing, has good enough takedown defense in my mind, and it feels like the way these styles match up with the kind of explosion aggression of Christos, because Trey Ogden was not that, and you were 100% right. His constant pressure, Daniel never really got off, but Christos Giagos isn't really constant pressure. It's explosion. I think in those explosions, Daniel is good enough with his boxing and has decent enough power. He's kind of got underrated power to where I think that he can find a finish in this fight. I'm pretty high on Daniel. I went back and forth on this card on like who I think is the best value on the card, who I feel, and obviously we already talked about Roman. We got him, or I got him at minus 270. Not going to get that anymore, but I still feel like Daniel is really good value in this matchup. I just don't know where Christos is going to take this fight to be able to win 2 rounds, because I don't think he's going to finish a guy like Daniel, and Daniel he's just a better fighter, unfortunately. So I'm pretty feel good about it. And I think, honestly, people want to talk about Jamie Malarkey. By the way, if you haven't watched the fight vlog, I forgot we did that. That was pretty funny. And
Your timing was good.
Yeah, that was perfect. So you can watch the fight vlog and see me on TV. But people say I look like Jamie Malarkey, and some people say Max Crosby, all this stuff. I'm seeing a little bit of Daniel in me.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Why you laugh? I'm serious. I mean, kind of got the same cheekbones.
He's taller, better looking, darker.
How tall is he?
Doesn't matter. I'm positive he's tall. Yep, he's tall. He's definitely taller.
No, the hair will make him look taller. But
I said it sarcastically, and then it's like, oh no, yeah, he definitely is.
I disagree. I think we could be brothers. We're both Latinos.
No, you're not.
Latino. We're both. He's my hermano Latino.
You're the whitest person I know. Just like you don't have a stitch of any. What nationality do you have in you that could add some color?
First of all, I'm 60% Latin America. I am.
No, you are not. We should do a 23andMe and see what comes out. I can't
It's just a plain sheet. They just send back a plain sheet of paper. You're just fucking white, buddy.
It'd be real. No, you get that 1% black like Mike. Who did
It would
that?
change my life. Yeah.
Who was it?
Mike
Bare
Perry?
knuckle. Yeah, Mike Perry's 1% African, and he's just like he leaned
fuck.
into it. Yeah,
That's what people was like when with DDP being the African champion. They're like, no, Mike Perry's gonna be the first African champion or whatever. Fucking so funny.
Absolutely wild. We should do it because I mean, everybody's 1% something. So you'll definitely
if I'm more than
a little
5%
ethnicity.
Latino in any way,
Yeah.
holy shit, is my life gonna change?
Yeah, I imagine. That's why it
Oh
would be.
my god, I'm never wearing sunscreen again. No, I can
You're
handle
gonna
it.
You're
I
gonna,
can handle it.
I got this.
I got this. Trust me, I can handle it.
You're gonna start talking like my
I'm
mother.
gonna be Mackenzie Dern. You just week after week goes by. Yeah, he's good. His jiu-jitsu and Christos his takedowns, but it's down with his jiu-jitsu. Fucking Mackenzie Dern.
That's watch if you don't know what he's referencing. Mackenzie Dern. Watch there's a video on YouTube called "The Evolution of Mackenzie Dern's Accent," and there's just videos of her at 16, just normal. Just she grew up in Rhode Island.
Hi,
or some
I'm
shit.
Mackenzie Dern.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she
now,
talked about, you black belt jiu-jitsu, and
It's wild.
we
It's
go
wild.
to how you say the arena, and
It's wild. It's absolutely wild. Anyway, back to this fight. You're gonna spend the $8,800 on Daniel Zellhuber in
I
DraftKings?
think so, man. I really like him in this fight. Pretty high on him.
There you go. I'm probably not going to, but I'm not going to disagree. I picked him to win. So my only fear is I watched him lose because he was hesitant. And until I see him get a few more fights past that, it could happen again. WeOwnPicks.com, click become a member.
Please.
Well, this is what's funny about it. So, and obviously, I don't speak Italian. My mom's from Italy. I do not speak Italian. I understand it, but I don't speak it. Even if I spoke it, and the rest of my family, all my cousins, everybody else does, they don't have they didn't grow up in this country and have these ridiculous accents like Mackenzie does. It's absurd. The YouTube video is great. It's literally, I think it's called The Evolution of Mackenzie Dern's
Sono
accent.
così grasso.
What is this?
Sono così grasso.
I
Sono così grasso.
want grasso.
No. You want me to do it in English?
Yeah.
I'm so fat.
I was hoping that you'd really rattle that off. That would have been a real enjoyment for me. But
Well, because it was saying grasso, so I just assumed it was fight related and you were perverted. I just assume everything you do is perverted somehow. Everything.
oh, it's not
Sono
funny.
Johnny Grasso. Okay.